come for a ride with me, my cherished companions. You know where to find me. I'm in my car, as always. If you have never seen one of my videos before, welcome to you. I'm very pleased to have you with me. My name is Klaus Krause, and I deliver monologues whilst I dive on the subject of video games and gaming culture, which is a subject of which I am very knowledgeable and most passionate. Those of you who have been with me for a while, thank you for joining again. I'm very pleased to call you my cherished companions. Now, today I'm not going to address a specific issue, but I am going to venture into an experimental field for me, the field of observational comedy. I'm very excited about this. I had an experience yesterday that I think, in the parlance of the comedians, I might work up into a bit. So I'm going to deliver this bit to you, and I would greatly appreciate any feedback that you have for me. So without further ado, as the British put it, let us begin. So yesterday I received an epistle from Xbox Live. I have let my subscription lapse, and I was thinking, oh, perhaps they are trying to lure me back with some sort of tempting offer, like a reduced cost subscription or a cheese sandwich. Now, if you could suspend your disbelief, I know it is impractical that Microsoft would send out a cheese sandwich to me, but this is part of the comedy, you see. So if I say things that you think, Klaus, that is hopelessly impractical, you are living in cloud cuckoo land if you think that they would do that, then do trust that that is part of the bit, and it is fun. It is funny, and let us just go with it. On reflection, I'm wondering if I said a cheese and tomato ketchup sandwich, that might be funnier. Yes, well, just imagine that I had said that. I value your feedback on which is funnier as well. So, I opened the message with high expectations, and I was greeted in a very familiar way. They said, "Thank you, Klaus. Thank you for your commitment and your long-standing service as a fan of the Halo franchise." I am a fan of Halo. I've played many games with Halo in the Halo universe. I've even read some of the expanded universe fiction, so I do not recommend that. It is not particularly good. But the podcast where someone pretended to be an investigative journalist, that was excellent. Do track that down if you can. I can't remember the name of it. It was probably called the Investigative Journalist Halo Podcast. I'm going off slightly. That was not part of the bit. That was a personal recommendation. Anyway, so it said, "Thank you for being a Halo fan. We want to reward you as a loyal fan. This is a code. If you type it in using your controller on the Xbox Store, you can get a download, a free download to use the famous Warthog vehicle from the Halo games in the upcoming Street Racer Forza Horizon 3, releasing on Xbox One on the 27th of September. Again, if any of this seems impractical to use, this is all actually factual, and you can check this yourself. So this is, although part of the bit, this is sort of a factual part. But it occurred to me, what a ridiculous notion! They have said, look, this gentleman is a fan of science fiction and of first-person shooter games, in which he walks around with a gun in front of his face and shoots at alien monsters. The best way to reward him is to give him a vehicle in a racing game, and a really bad vehicle at that. It is like if they said to me, "Thank you for being a fan of pizza. To reward your devotion to pizza, here is a voucher in which we will stick some garlic bread in your ice cream." You see? Oh, it is a ridiculous notion, but quite sweet of them, isn't it? To try to reward me in that way. I'm trying to think of any other amusing things I could say that to compare how unrelated a first-person shoot-'em-up and a racing game is. And also how bad the Warthog levels are in Halo. Remember getting to the end of that first game? This could be in the bit. Do you remember the first time you played Halo and you got through all the levels? The library level, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, what was I thinking? And you got to the end and you had a wonderful time. You had shot many creatures, fantastic creatures. And then you're rewarded with a diving level. A diving level with a time limit. You have to race out of the exploding spacecraft before you are incinerated. What were they thinking? I mean, you guys, what are you on? Were you smoking some sort of substance that caused you to have hallucinations? I'll try and be more specific when I actually finish the bit, because my knowledge of drug culture is quite limited. So I'll try to research names for some of the substances, hopefully funny ones. Oh, I have an idea. What will they think of next? Will they notice that I enjoy Oi and the Blind Forest, and the next large game they are releasing, I believe, is Gears of War 4. Will they say, because of your devotion and completing the game Oi and the Blind Forest, you may play Gears of War 4 as a large maniacal owl? Just imagine! Actually, that would be quite good. This is not part of the beat, I'm just considering it. A cover-based shoot-'em-up where you played as an owl. It would be interesting. Or as an owl handler, where you would spring from behind the cover with one of those leather gauntlets that birds of prey handlers wear, and launch birds of prey at them. It does not just have to be owls, it could be a red kite or a falcon of some description. I think this could be, it would be like a medieval cover-based shooter. I think this has a lot of potential. Again, this is not part of the bit, so you know, if you're finding that funny right now, please correct your expectations. So what will it be after that? Will they say, look, this person has bought Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts? I didn't, by the way, only an idiot would do that. But look at him, he has bought that game, and now we are releasing, let's see, what else do Microsoft have? They have Halo, Gears of War, Forza, they do not really have a great stable of exclusive titles at the moment, do they? What is that one? The British Man Who Lies was responsible for. He has a lion's head. Peter Molyneux. Fable, that is it. Yes, we are resurrecting the Fable franchise. Peter has come back to tell you more lies about it, and because of your devotion to Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts, in the Fable franchise, you will be able to launch a red bird from your backpack. No, that doesn't work. It's too similar to the Oi and the Blind Forest part. I seem to be stuck on bird handling. The bit needs a little work. Anyway, I greatly appreciate your feedback. Perhaps I could work up a bit on bird handling. I'll need to research it because I know very little about this subject. Anyway, thank you so much for being with me this morning. It's a beautiful sunny morning, isn't it? Here I am driving into Hemel Hempstead. And yes, I'm glad to be alive. I hope that you are glad to be alive as well. And perhaps if you weren't before, watching me has my bit has brought a little levity and joy into your life today. I certainly hope so. Oh, I forgot to say, this code Forza Warthog is absolutely useless to me. I do not play racing games. I've never purchased a racing game on Xbox. Would have Forza know that from the history on my account. If they know enough to know that I play a lot of Halo, then they also know that I never purchased any of the previous Forza games, and giving me a code to a vehicle I've always considered useless is not going to sway me now. So I will put the code in the comment section or the description. Sorry, I'm in my car, so I cannot check the terminology. I will put it somewhere around, just look around the page, and you use the code. If you're the first one, you'll get it, won't you? Perhaps you could give me some feedback to tell me how much you have enjoyed it, if enjoyed you did. Perhaps, now we are getting somewhere. Perhaps you could give me some, if you have any amusing anecdotes from using the Warthog in the racing game, then I could work them into the bit. That would be excellent, because then I wouldn't have to play it myself. Right, thank you for your time, my cherished companions, as ever. I look forward to seeing you soon. All my love to all of you. Close out! And then I would drop the mic like a professional comedian. Okay, you'll have to imagine that part, as I don't actually have a microphone, as you know. I use my smartphone to make these recordings. See you!